Hello, this is Pamela with Junk Journal Newbies, and I just had everybody on, but I had to disconnect because somebody snuck on the live with me, and I did not want that, so I had to disconnect and come back on. So I took, this was actually a piece of tin that was the lid on the cappuccino mix that we buy, and I just used my scissors and started this. And now, and I also made these on the last live, trying to show the difference. These are so darn cute. And oops, oopsie, let's put this away. And this. I was going to show you some of the covers I threw together yesterday. I just had inspiration to kind of mass produce some covers. Now, I just did a basic cover. I haven't actually decorated or even done the inside of anything, but this is one of those mailing envelopes that you get, and it sounds really cool. And I put a cover on it, and then I'm going to work on the inside. This is one of those other types of mailers that you get. The bubble stuff is inside of it. And I'm going to use this with some quilt that I had. And this is just a little piece of junk mail that I have underneath of here. You see how that little guy bent right there? What kind of broke? It doesn't matter because I'm just going to cover it up anyway. But I made this cute little baby one that I'm going to finish. And I found this really nice piece of fabric the other day at the thrift store, which is where I get most of my fabric. And I'm going to make one of these. So this is another mailer that I got, which is, they're all kind of different mailers, but that way they don't go in the trash, which is good. And then this was some junk mail that it came like a longer piece, actually. I think I have two of them, like this, and it was one long piece of junk mail, but it had this flap, and I was like, oh, that'll be cute. I can make a little notebook, right? And this will either come up or down. I might do it like that, I don't know. And so I just thought I'd show you, because you can make these covers out of anything, any size, any shape. I guess some people consider the standard to be more like, I don't know, 9x6 or something, but it doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. This was a tiny little book that I had taken apart, and I kept it because I wanted to utilize it. I'll just put one signature in here. And I really love this fabric. It's so like vintagey. And so I had a book that I had taken the guts out of, and I'm going to turn it into a little one signature junk journal. And I came across this cool paper, and I thought, oh my gosh, I need to do something. Well, I'm going to have to put some, because it didn't cover all the way, so I'm going to have to put some lace or another, probably lace or fabric or something right here around it, so it covers up those edges. And I did one more that was bigger, so these are all going to be on the smaller side, and I'll probably give them to people for presents. And then this one, I'm working on several different pieces of paper. You can see what it looks like now, but when I'm done, it'll hopefully look super cute. And I just thought I would maybe take some of this and show you, see if I make, either I'll make a book out of it, or I might just use the pages and do something else with it. So, let's see. Some really pretty papers in here, and I love, dragonflies are my favorite, or one of my favorite. So you could make this the inside of a book, but you could also fold it in half. got these papers actually. I might have got them on Temu or Amazon. Those are usually the two places that I pay for things that aren't at a if it's not at a thrift store or yard sale or estate sale. Estate sales are my favorite, but you wouldn't get this kind of stuff there. You'd get fabric and lace and old papers, you know. So I'm gonna make this one. Won't work in that. It's a little too small for that book. Let's see if it'll fit in this one. Actually, this one it might work in. I don't know. Let's see. Pretty. I'm not sure if I want to use it for papers or not. I'm not sure. Let's make something with it, and then I'm going to think about doing something else. See, if I was going to do cover a book with it, that'd be cool, except for this would be the front, and I don't think that should be the front. I think that should be the front. Right? That would be fine by itself, though, so I'm going to just put one in here. Alright, let's see. Okay, I'll take that side. I'm going to ink it. Let's see what I feel like. I gotta figure out what I'm going to do with it. Thanks, everybody, for joining. I appreciate having some company. It's much better than junk journaling alone. So, I'm just going to go around and ink around here. Oh, that's cool. That's good to know. That's why it would be. Yeah, then I probably really did get it on Temu, but I don't know. So they're backwards, so that would be the front. That makes sense. Good to know. You know what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to just turn this into a little notebook. I have this cardstock, which honestly I could use like cereal box and all these other things, but those are a little bit out of my reach right now and I don't want to get up. So first thing I'm going to do is just cut this in half. Actually, I don't know, maybe I'll do it this way instead. Maybe I'll get a straighter edge. So do we have any seasoned junk journalers watching? Or is everybody on the newer side out there? I would consider myself on the newer side. I've been doing this for about a little over a year. I think I started in maybe October, maybe November of year before last. So this October, well, let's go with November, will be 2 years. And anyway, I don't even know how I found out about it. I was probably on YouTube is my guess, and I went down a rabbit hole as we often do. Oh, you've been doing it 4 months? Oh, a newbie? I'm Jen. What is your name? My name is Pamela. And anyway, so I started in about, I'd probably say November of the year before last anyways, and I was on this YouTube thing and I found junk journals and I just kept digging and found more and more, and I don't know if you guys watch much, but if you're on, okay, so look, I have, this matches this. And then I have a notebook right here. I'm going to use this just to make some papers that go inside of it. But if you're on YouTube and you want to watch others, which I always suggest you do, there's my favorite.